Know more about what the Bible says about Muhammad, peace be upon him. يقول إنجيل عن محمد by Ahmad Deedat. The acid test. To the lambs of Christ I say, why not apply that acid test which the Master himself wanted you to apply to any would-be claimant to prophethood? He had said, by their fruits ye shall know them. Do men gather grapes from the thorns or figs from the thistles? Every good tree will bear good fruit, and every evil tree will bear evil fruit. By their fruits ye shall know them. Matthew 7:16-20. Why are you afraid to apply this test to the teachings of Muhammad? You will find in the last testament of God, the Holy Quran, the true fulfillment of the teachings of Moses and Jesus, which will bring to the world the much needed peace and happiness. If a man like Muhammad were to assume the dictatorship of the modern world, we would succeed in solving its problems that would bring it the much needed peace and happiness. George Bernard Shaw. The greatest. The weekly news magazine Time, dated 15 July 1974, carried a selection of opinions by various historians, writers, military men, businessmen, and others on the subject who were history's great leaders. Some said that it was Hitler, others said Gandhi, Buddha, Lincoln, and the like. But Julius Masterman, a United States psychanalyst, put the standard straight by giving the correct criteria wherewith to judge. He said leaders must fulfill three functions. 1. Provide for the well-being of the led. 2. Provide a social organization in which people feel relatively secure. And 3. Provide them with one set of beliefs. With these three criteria, he searches history and analyzes Hitler, Pastor Caesar, Moses, Confucius, and the lot, and ultimately concludes people like Pastor and Sak are leaders in the first sense, people like Gandhi and Confucius on one hand, and Alexander, Caesar, and Hitler on the other are leaders in the second. And perhaps the third sense, Jesus and Buddha belong in the third category alone, perhaps. The greatest leaders of all time was Muhammad, who combined all three functions. To a lesser degree, Moses did the same. According to the objective standards set by the professor of the Chicago University, whom I believe to be Jewish, Jesus and Buddha are now here in the picture of the great leaders of mankind, but by a queer coincidence groups Moses and Muhammad together, thus adding further weight to the argument that Jesus is not like Moses, but Muhammad is like Moses. Deuteronomy 18:18, like unto thee like Moses. In conclusion, I end with a quotation of Christian Reverend the commentator of the Bible, followed by that of his master. The ultimate criterion of a true prophet is the moral character of his teachings. Prof. Domlo, by their fruits ye shall know them. Jesus Christ.